This video will talk to you about Chapter 9 in Technical Communication Today, which deals with the genre of activity reports. So first of all, what is the purpose of the activity reports genre? Why do people need them, and why should we learn how to create them? Activity reports accommodate the organization and needs of modern companies. They do this by objectively presenting ideas or information, often about the past, current, and/or future status of a situation or a particular issue. There are many types of activity reports that can all objectively present information, but in slightly different ways. Progress reports provide information about completed, ongoing, and future activities. Briefings, which are also known as white papers, provide a summary of facts, a discussion of why these facts are important, and a forecast about why these facts will be important in the future. Incident reports provide information about, you guessed it, incidents. What happened, why it happened, how it was handled, and how it will be avoided in the future. Laboratory reports provide readers with a summary of an experiment, a presentation of the results, and a discussion of the results. Whatever the type of activity report, there are always rhetorical elements to consider. Here are listed some basic features that align with this genre. This list can be found on page 248 in your textbook. For your project, you will be composing a briefing, and you will need to consider the rhetorical elements of purpose and audience. Understanding all of the rhetorical elements that will influence your composing process, like genre, purpose, audience, and medium, will help you make choices to create an effective document. Other things to consider while composing your briefing include the style you will use, which should be plain, objective, and straightforward so as to present your information most effectively to your audience. Also, remember that you will need to conduct, use, and cite research in the creation of your briefing. Your sources should be credible so that you can be a credible source to your audience. Finally, the research you find should help to further develop and enhance your ideas. Don't just look for sources that will prove a point you already have in mind. Let the research process tell you what the point is. For your second major project, you will be composing a briefing in which you explain an important issue to a specific audience. You already have your genre and purpose. Now you will need to decide who your audience is based on the issue you explain and which multimodal option to choose from the list on the project's assignment sheet. To determine who your audience is, first choose the issue you want to explain in your briefing, and then answer the audience profile questions found in Chapter 2 of your textbook. To determine the medium and modes you will use for your briefing, think about the issue you want to describe and how you can use images and sound to help your audience understand it as well as possible. As always, if you have questions about this genre or the assignment, please reread Chapter 9, post questions to the Writer's Lounge, or set up an appointment to talk with me.